up, being Trees Gang? It's your girl Trees, and I'm back with another reaction video. But you know that it's not really a reaction, but it's a reaction at the same time. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure you like, make sure you turn your post notifications on. Comment below what team you is, you know what I'm saying? Team Trees all day, every day. But today we're going to be reacting to the 10 most inappropriate kids playgrounds. Y'all know I'm going to pause it whenever I need to pause it. I'm going to go whenever I need to go, y'all. But we'll get straight into the video.
Here are 10 playgrounds you would not believe actually exist. Playing with witches. Witches are creepy. The ones in this playground are especially so. The people making this playground probably thought that the witches would create an environment from children's storybooks. That would have worked.
Y'all, look how these witches holding this little girl. She's like, I'm going to eat you. Like, come on now. Who would let their child play on a playground that looks like that?
If the witches weren't made to look so eerie, with their soulless eyes and the child in their grasp. These witches are going to give the children playing here nightmares. Moreover, it does not seem to serve any purpose other than scaring them to death. Children are supposed to actually climb over it, but an actual slide would have been much.
But instead of playing over it, hey, Rob. But instead of playing over, the kids are like, no, Mommy, I don't want to go to that playground.
Better, and let's face it, no kid is climbing this thing. Cannibal sausage. Dark humor is great. It makes us face our fears and accept our tragedies. However, it's not meant for children. Children are meant to have fun. Their innocent minds do not need to come to grasp with life's tragedies so early in life. That brings us to this illustration on the bathroom of a playground that shows a gleeful cartoon sausage split in half and lifting its other half with a fork while a thick stream of sauce drops out of it. What were they thinking when they made this? This is simply not appropriate and extremely creepy.
This is extremely not appropriate for kids, because some kids don't even, like, these kids these days, they're way advanced, so they know what's going on in this picture, y'all. Come on now.
A cry for help. Kids do come up with some horrifying stuff on their own because of their innocence, but this is plain weird. The installation in this playground suggests that the person is sinking into the ground. He's sunken so deep that the ground reaches up to his mouth, which is wide open in a scream for help. What seems even more bizarre is the implication that children are supposed to enter the mouth.
So you really tell me the children are supposed to go? Come on now, that's just like, these are kids are going to be frightened. They walk in there like, no, Mommy, am I going to come back? Because, like, it looks like he's about to eat them. That is so inappropriate.
And use it in their games. This is supposed to warn children about the danger of frozen lakes? The more you think about it, the more questions it raises. The monstrous tongue. Climbing walls and rocks are a great way to attract children to the
I used to love rock climbing when I was younger.
Playground. Even grown-ups like to use them. It allows us to exercise our whole body and is great for honing our muscles. However, there is no escaping from the fact that this...
Y'all, I know this ain't what I think it is. They're taking it way too far with these playgrounds. Who made this playground? They need to be reported.
Particular climbing rock looks like a monstrous tongue coming out from Earth. The handholds make it look even more grotesque and diseased. It's probably the ghastly dark red color that's to blame here. Probably another neutral color could change its appearance. And while they're at it...
Come on now, y'all had to put it this color and it had to look like this. Come on. If it was a different color, like maybe like, I don't know, maybe yellow or something like that, maybe it would change the way it looks.
They should also make some changes to make it safer for children. Murder scene hopscotch. The dark humor theme seems to be very popular. It makes sense to have a dedicated area for a game as popular as hopscotch, with markings that won't get worn out. But what were they thinking when they decided to use the chalk outline of a murdered person? Granted that the shape of a body makes a surprisingly fitting and difficult corpse.
Y'all, come on, murder scene hopscotch, and it look like it's like little red marks that represent the blood. My child would not be playing on that, period.
But they could have just made the outline of a cartoon character. They even went on to make it realistic with dried blood and evidence markers to probably give it a more authentic look. If they were trying to capture the high crime rate prevalent in many suburbs, they have definitely succeeded. Inappropriate caterpillar train. Children find caterpillars and trains fascinating. They feature constantly in children's books and cartoons. The people creating this playground probably started with these ideas in mind. Where they ended, though, is very far from innocent fun. The end of the caterpillar train, for whatever reason, has been made to look like a particularly gross representation of an organ people don't mention in
Ew, come on, y'all.
polite conversation. The gross details are so apparent that there is no doubt that the people knew what they were designing.
They knew what they was
Their intentions, however, remain as mysterious as ever. We should probably just chalk it up to a very bad sense of humor, if not utter stupidity. Sliding down the womb. For whatever weird reason, there are many playgrounds that try to incorporate.
Oh my God. Does this really look like a woman with her legs wide open and children coming? Oh my God. These playgrounds are horrible, y'all.
Break vaginas into the playground equipment. There's a statue of a woman with her legs spread wide open and a depression in her womb, where a child can sit and probably hide. There are inflatable slides where the child slides down from a mouth-like opening complete with teeth, between open legs colored in psychedelic colors.
Oh my God. They got the children coming out of the stuff, y'all. I ain't gonna say it because that's inappropriate. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm about to scream.
There is also a disturbingly realistic-looking vagina slide in which the children have to push through a narrow opening to slide down. We have no idea why anyone would like
Hold on a second, y'all. Y'all gonna have to hold on a second. I gotta show somebody this.
to go through that experience again. Human Centipede. The Human Centipede and its sequel are movies that adults tell each other about to discuss them during dinner conversations. Therefore, it is simply bewildering that someone would think of putting something like that in a playground meant for children. The installation.
Whoever did this right here, they real stupid. I don't see some real stupid stuff on video, y'all, but this right here has had to be the most stupidest thing I ever seen.
And brings so many questions to mind that we are afraid to ask. Additionally, it does not seem to serve any other purpose other than reminding us of that disgusting movie franchise. Peeing children. Peeing children seem to have a universal humorous appeal.
If the kids see something like this on the playground peeing, they gonna automatically think it's okay to pee on the playground. They gonna think they don't gotta go to the party.
They feature on many fountains and make tourists laugh and take pictures. But what were the makers of this playground thinking when they installed this creepy setup? It features 4 naked children, colored in unnatural colors, each of which is seen to be peeing a single stream. The stream of pee makes an arch that the children can probably climb on. The peeing children are made to look realistic and carry uncanny expressions, which makes the whole thing incredibly creepy. Puppet Playground. The most bizarre playground ever, however, was an art installation called Everybody's Born, Everybody Cries, Everybody Shits, and Everybody Dies. It was set up in Melbourne, Australia, and had a number of giant puppets that educated the children about the wonders of life in a bizarre way. But the most bizarre of them all has to be the one describing the circle of life, where a giant puppet gives birth to a similarly enormous baby puppet and then dies. The baby then feeds from a huge breast that detaches from the mother's body. This breast then rolls around and squirts milk on the audience.
Yo, this is crazy. Oh, y'all, this is not funny, but it's crazy, bro.
Many found the installation to be inappropriate, while others found it educational. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Y'all, comment more reactions you want to see. This video right here was crazy, y'all. Don't take y'all kids to these playgrounds, period. Y'all, I'm gone. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on post notifications on.